So I've decided to make weekly videos while JJK Season 3 is airing, where I simply give a short breakdown of my opinions on the episodes I've watched. For context, I am a manga reader, but I'm going to keep at least this first section free of any manga spoilers, and I'll warn you when I'm going to transition to the manga spoiler stage. So let's just get right into it. I enjoyed Season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen quite a lot, but I loved Season 2. And it was a combination of a bunch of things. The story, the characters, the animation, the music, but most important of all was the directing. I loved Season 2's directing. Whether it be a rotating tracking shot following Amanai falling to the ground, or the use of grainy footage in 4:3 to show Choso's memory of his brothers hanging out, or the choice of a blue hue for the scenes inside the smallpox deity's realm. The choices made in the production of the second season elevated it to be one of the best seasons of anything I've ever seen. And I'm glad to say that these first two episodes of Season 3 carry on the directing flame. Immediately, we open with a really cool, ambiguous shot of someone washing something in a sink, and we hold on this shot for a long time, trying to figure out what's going on, until we cut to Yuji's blood-stained hands in a cool motion-blurred, semi-low frame rate shot, likening Yuji to Shakespeare's Lady Macbeth, wrought with the guilt over having killed so many in Shibuya. But then it's followed up by a bunch of insert shots of a bloodied hand, all the while there's a complete absence of music, with just the sound of the water flowing. What a cool scene. And cool scenes like this permeate both episodes. Just look at the ceiling light dangling and forcing shadows to constantly dance in the scene with the Zenin family. The world turning purple when Yuta enters the fight. Cutaway shots to Todo and the dummies fighting. The POV scene of Yuji seeing his family. Showing all the Culling games rules and just rapidly cutting to the important ones. And all of this without even mentioning just the straight up consistently fantastic fighting animation. The entire scene of Yuji just running from the cursed spirits. The colors and sheer stylized art style of the Choso versus Naoya fight. And Yuta's grounded sword swings. All this comes together to make an episode that is just stunning to look at. But if I had to choose my favorite animation cut, it would absolutely be Naoya fighting Choso with one hand while slicking back his hair with the other. It's just so damn cool. Now that's all I've got to say for the anime only, so now I'm briefly going to talk about some manga spoilers. So if you're anime only, then thanks for watching. So I've only got two things to mention. One is that we get some brief shots of a bunch of Culling Games characters, and I love it. But one thing did concern me, which is that we get a brief shot of Uro's powers, or as I prefer to call her, Sky Lady, because of course she can manipulate the sky like a surface. But the sky manipulation we see here just looks kind of lame. It's a bit blurry and chromatically aberrated, and I was hoping it'd be a bit more visually interesting, so I hope it doesn't end up looking like this in the actual fight. Also, what exactly happened here? Yuji was fighting this giant cursed spirit, then visually and with a sound effect, we're reminded of Sukuna's slashes, and then the cursed spirit just comes crashing down? Did Yuji tap into Sukuna's ability? Was it just a visual metaphor of what Yuji was feeling? Is it something else that's just going over my head entirely? I'm a little confused. But that's it for this week's review. See you next time.